Good morning, students. I hope you all are fine. In today's session, we are going to start chapter number 5 of computer application, and the chapter name is HTML3. In that, we will cover about tables, links, and CSS. And CSS means cascading style sheets. This is chapter outline. Which topic will be covered in this chapter? About table, tr, td attribute, linking, sending email from browser, steps to write a style sheet, embedded style sheet, different properties, and many more topics we will cover in this chapter. Let's start with topic now. First topic is what is table. Basically, a table is used to arrange the data in the forms of rows and columns. When data is arranged in form, it is more flexible and attractive way to represent the information. And information representation in a tabular manner means it is easier to perform the comparative analysis. It means to compare the data, which one is improved, which one is downward. The HTML table allows us to exhibit data. It means to access data as a text, images, links, forms, or other table in rows and columns of cells. Each table may have caption relevant to the information. Caption means to say related to which topic table is being prepared. Like student details we are writing, so caption is student detail. And the table tag is used to create a table. In table tag, we will generally use the 5 main tabs that we will discuss in next session to define a table row, tr tag, to define a column, td tag, and td means table data. These are the tags that are generally used to create a table. First tag is table tag. It is used to define a table. Th is to write the heading of table. Like in this example, heading part. The first row is called the heading part, and first row is prepared with the help of th tag. And tr represent the table row, and td represent the table column or table cell, and caption represent the table name related to the topic we are preparing the table. And this is the general syntax to prepare a table. Firstly, table tag will be open. In table tag, we will write the caption of the table. After we will start the row, and first row is heading row. We will start th. When th will complete, afterward tr will be complete. Then second row. Then second row is related to data. First is related to the heading. Second related to data. That's why after tr, td is used. And afterwards second row is closed, and at last table is closed. This is the general syntax that is used to prepare a table in HTML. Let's see with an example. Example number 1. In this HTML head, title, body. Everybody knows about this. HTML is the starting tag. Head is for giving the headings, and title is giving the top title of your page. Afterward, in body tag, we have start the table. Now we are going to start the table. In table, firstly we have given the table name, and table name is a table. After given the caption, we have started the first row. In first row, we have given heading, serial number, and subject. And in second row, we have given 1 and mathematics. Now see the difference. In first row we have used th tag. Th is for table headings, to write the first row of table that is in the form of headings. And in second row we have given the data. That's why we have used the tag td. Afterwards second row is complete. Now third row start. In third row we have written to and Hindi. Now third row complete. Afterward body tag will be complete, that will started before table, and before body tag, table tag will also be closed. Here in this book misprinting is there, so we will close the table tag, after body tag, and then HTML. Now when we will run the program, that will be the output. See now, this is the title, this is the caption, this is heading, this part is table data. Two data we have entered. Serial number 1 subject mathematics, serial number 2 subject Hindi. This is the general program for creating table. Now move to the next program with attributes. Attributes mean to say which properties we can set on a table. And first we are going to start with border and border color attribute. Now keep in mind, if border attribute is 0, it means there will be no border display in your output. It means table will be displayed without any border. And the border attribute is used to specify the border of table. And if border attribute is not satisfied, then table will appear without any border. So you need to give the border value, and if border value is not given, then table will be displayed without any border. Next is border color. Which type of color we are going to fill up in the border of table? For that we will use the border color attribute. Now we will start with the program. Till body part program is same. Now we will move to the attribute part. Table tag we have started. In table tag, first attribute we have used border, and border value we have given 5. And border color we have given blue. And caption we have given teacher summary. This is the heading of table. Afterward, first row start. In first row we have given TD. In first row we have given serial number. It means in first row, first column is serial number. Now see in this program, there is no heading part. First row is the general data. Second data is teacher name. Third data is phone number. Fourth data is address. Afterward, first row complete. Now move to second row. Second row we have given data like serial number 1, teacher name Rashmi, phone number anyone, and address anything. Afterward we have given second record. Second record is as usual. Afterward we will close the body tag. Before body tag, now see here, in this program table tag is closed. After table closing, body will be closed, then HTML will close. When we will run the program, what will be the output? The first row will not be displayed as a heading. It will be displayed as a general data. Like see the output. In this program, again it is this is the title part. This is caption part. See now, border we have given 5. A border is designed for a complete table. Afterward, in border color is that we have given. If we have given blue, it will be displayed blue. When output will be in color form. And 4 column we have prepared: serial number, teacher name, phone number, and address. Now look on the table. First row is not bold because we have not given in the heading format. Second row is general row. 1 Rashmi and mobile number and address. Third row is 2 Nishi, mobile number and address. Next, move to the next attribute, that is cell padding and cell spacing. To control the spacing between the cells, cell padding and cell spacing attribute is used. By default, cell spacing width is 2 pixel. By default it is 2 pixel. This is 1 mark question. It can be asked in final exam. What is the by default value of cell spacing width? That is 2 pixel. What is cell padding? It is used to add more space inside each cell. It means, suppose this is the cell. To increase the space inside the cell, we will use the cell padding. It defines the space between the cell border and cell content. And cell spacing, it is used to put more space around each cell. It is space between 2 cells. That is cell spacing. So it is important question, what is the difference between cell spacing and cell padding? Cell padding is given the space inside the cell, and cell spacing is given the space around the cell. Now let's start with the program. Same program we are going to discuss now. Table border we have taken 5, border color blue. Now cell padding we have given 8. It is the space inside the cell, and cell spacing is 8. It is the space outside the cell, it means around the cell. Now data again we have started. Table row. In table row, first record is serial number, teacher name, phone number and address. This is your first row. It is not again in the form of heading, so it will be a general row. Again data we have given as usual like last program. Second row we have given table, body, HTML we closed. Now see the output. Again it is the caption part, title part, 4 values. Now look here. This is the cell padding, that space is given between the cell. and it is a spacing space given around the cell. It is the space between the two cells. This is the concept of cell padding and cell spacing. Now move to the next attribute. Next attribute is background attribute. Background attribute is used to set an image at the background of your table. If you want to set any image at the background of table, then we are having the attribute background. And for that we will write the syntax table, background, and location, meant to say from where we will take the picture. And BG color is giving the background color to a table. If you want to give any color to a table, that we will use the BG color attribute. Now again one more question, what is the default color of BG color? And BG color is default, it is gray color. And if you want to give the red color, we will write table BG color equal to red. And width attribute, to present on the screen how much space we need for a table, that is the width of attribute. If the width is not set, a table take up the space that one it needs. If you will fix the space, it will take the space accordingly. So where the value of width attribute can be number or pixel or percentage also. It can be given in pixel, number or percentage format. Now look at the program. Same program we are going to discuss, only attribute is getting changed. Border we have taken, border color we have taken, cell padding we have taken, cell spacing we have taken, background we have taken design.jpg. It means when we will open the program, at the background of table design.jpg image will be displayed, and the width of image, width of table will be 70%. It will be displayed on the 70% of your display screen. Caption again same, each data is same, just we have changed the attribute. Now see the program output. It is not in colored format. Now look here, again caption, everything is same, only we have set here that attribute which is width. Width mean from this area to this area, it is 70% of your full screen. That is your width attribute. Second attribute we have set the design.jpg. At the background, that is in the form of JPG. It is the JPG file, so it is the JPG format. So to display the image at the background of table, we will use the particular address of the particular file, and for that we will use the attribute background. So for giving the background, we will use the background attribute. For giving the background color, we will use the BG color attribute. This is about your attributes of a table. In table attributes, what we have used, let display one time. Firstly, we have studied what is table. Next, we have displayed what are the tags, common tags that are generally used in the form of table. Syntax for designing a table. Example of table tag, how to design a table. Next part we have discussed attributes of a table. First attribute we discussed border and border color. By default, border attribute is 0. If border is 0, then the table will be displayed without any border. And border color is the color of a border that we will design. Next three attributes we have discussed: cell padding and cell spacing. Most important question for final exam also. What is difference between cell padding and cell spacing? Cell padding is used to add more space inside the each cell, and cell spacing, it is used to put more space around the each cell. And afterward we have done the attribute, background attribute, BG color attribute, and width attribute. If anybody will ask what is the BG color by default set by the HTML program, that is your gray color. And width is the space taken by a particular table on a full screen, and it can be in the form of pixel, percentage also. So in this session we have covered till attributes of table. We will meet in next section with new concept of table tags. Thank you. Have a nice day.